Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's Saturday show, man. We are live, and as always, I like to show the time on here just to prove that we are live, and it is, look there, 8:31. It is Saturday, October 4th of 2025, and we are so happy to be here, man. And I say we because, once again, we have a special guest. So let's put your hands together and make them feel welcome, ladies and gentlemen. All the way from Packlet, South Carolina, we got Ralph the German Butcher is here.
Yo, how's it going?
What's going on, brother?
What a weekend, huh? What a
man.
Friday.
Yeah. What a crazy and wonderful. It's been such a wonderful weekend, man. And we're going to get into all that. We got plenty to talk about. Yeah, but as you know, Ralph, what we always do, man, we always pay attention to the chat. Yes. We always make sure that they know that we appreciate them being here and them taking the time to be here. So let's see if we can do a quick roll call and make everybody feel welcome. And first up is Mr. Dave Orkin. There he is.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave. How you doing, brother? Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it very much. And Mr. Michael Curtis. Michael always says, hey, y'all, I thought I was late as usual, but I'm early for a change. I had kind of a stressful day, so I'm looking forward to the chat in a little while. Well, thank you, Michael. Thank you for being here, man.
Hope you take your mind off of it a little bit.
Yeah, I hope you'll take your mind off of it, brother. Yeah, just kick back and relax, and hopefully you can have a good time. JP Stella, how you doing, man? He says, JP in the house. It's good to have you, brother. Good to have you. And Big Ted Fair, there he is, brother Ted. I got to owe him a big shout out.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in a little while. But Ted, you know what I'm talking about. Thank you very much for reaching out to me today. I had no idea what was going on, and we can get into that. That's what we're going to talk about too, as well. And Slim Fire 54, he's here. Hey y'all, it's showtime. Yes, sir. It is. We're looking forward to having a great show.
Yes.
Let's see. Steven. Hey, Steven, how are you? He says, nice. Was just wondering if you'd get on tonight. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, we're here. AJB, how you doing? I'm having to pull this scroll button down. If I let go of it, I'll lose the scroll button. JP Stella, like your two guitars you used on the Busking.
Yeah.
The Dean looks sweet. Thank you, JP. I appreciate it. JJ Collins is here. Thank you, JJ. Raj. Hey, Raj. Bad luck. He's here, man. What's going on, man? I'm trying to get past this point on the scroll so I can get back to it. There we go. All right. Now I can... It'll let me highlight now. I don't know why it does that. Mr. Brian, hey, man. Hi, Joe and Ralph. Good to see you both. Good to see you.
Good evening, everybody.
Mr. Mick is here. What's up, Mr. Mick? Good to see you, man. Let's see. We got greetings from Lexington, Flip McNeil. What's going on, man? How are you doing, Mr. McNeil?
There's a lot of people here tonight.
That's fantastic, yeah. That last name, McNeil, that reminds me of, remember Ralph in our neighborhood? Remember Roman McNeil? Remember? I remember we used to go to his house, shoot basketball a lot, and we'd break dance and all that.
That name I've ever known. It was different.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay, we got Headstock Harem. What's going on, man? He says, hey guys, sweet guitars, sweet axes, thank you.
That's a cool name, Headstock, man.
Yeah, that's a cool name. Really cool name. We got a cater in the house. He says, great job with the busking. Well, thank you. It was our first time around the block, literally, so we still learning, man. We still learning. We're still learning. Looks like I need to learn how to speak. Edwin Crane, hello, gentlemen. What's going on? Edwin, right down the road in Anderson, not far from the guitar shop.
Oh, I didn't realize he was that close.
Yeah. Blue Sky Guitar. What's up, Joe and Ralph? Hey, man. I love that Allman Brothers band song, Blue Sky. Beautiful song. Yeah, we're going to get into that, Mr. Orkin. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see here. And, yeah, okay. That's awesome. We're caught up in the chat. Y'all feel free to put whatever comments, questions, or anything you want. We'll be glad to get to them as soon as we can. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man. We got one more that popped in here. DT81819. Hey, Joe and Ralph, what's happening? What's going on? DT8?
81.
That's a big that's a big handle, man. Yeah. All right. So thank y'all for being here. Thank you so much. And thank you for taking the time to participate in the chat. I feel this is the only stream in the guitar community that caters to the chat. We try really hard to make sure that people get a shout out the best we can, you know, so thank you very much. What's up, Bloody Soup? All right, this will be the segue here. Mr. Art G, I was watching Philip McKnight last night. Cool that he acknowledged your channel. All right, let's get into this. I have to give a big shout out to Ted Fair. Ted Fair has been a long time sub here, and just all around really kind person. And I came in here. I was testing out this new product that I bought, the Zoom audio recorder, and so I'm in here doing whatever. And you know, first, let me back up. First, when I woke up, of course, I grabbed my phone like everybody else does, and I just see if I had any emails or whatever. And I looked to see. I said, "Well, I need to release that video today at 2:00, the busking video or whatever." And I looked and I said, "Man, my subs jumped up like by 80 or something." I was like, "What's going on with that?" And I was like, "Well,
nice jump."
Yeah, I was like, "Okay." And I said, I hope that's not a mirage or something. I hope it's not going to just fade away, because that's happened before where your numbers jump and then, 2 or 3 days later it goes away. And I was like, and so I was like, and I'm looking at my videos. I'm like, what's going on?
Right.
Yeah. And so I didn't know. So I came in here to work on another video, just messing around. And then my phone lit up and it was Ted Fair. He sent me a Facebook messenger message, and he said, "Hey man, it's cool that Philip McKnight gave you a shout out on his channel last night on a show." And I said, "Do what?" I had no clue, and because I do watch Phil McKnight, but of course I didn't watch last night because Ralph and I were gone, and I think Phil comes on right about 5 o'clock our time over here or something. He goes on kind of early, so I usually always watch his replay or his I like his second channel where he has like the certain parts for videos on there, just little recaps, and I enjoy the second channel a lot. And so Ted told me about what the time marker to check it out. So I was like, what? So I thought that was really cool, man. Let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and play that. And for people who don't know, I went ahead and screen recorded that part from his podcast last night and put it on here. And it was really cool, man. It was really nice. And I did comment on his video on Phil's channel and say, "Man, thank you for the shout out."
I can't believe it.
I don't know what, and he said he'd been watching for a while. So I was like, well, that's really nice, man. Because that's just, it was really nice of him to.
Now he can watch anybody. He's up there. He can watch anybody.
Yeah, it was really nice, man, for him to acknowledge the channel, and it was very humbling. So let's check this out real quick.
You know what? That's a good segue. I want to share some stuff with you guys. So I thought I'd give a shout out on a small channel. I've been watching this channel recently for a while. It's the Joe Wentz Project TV. and 15,000 subscribers, which is a very respectable number. So, for those of you that know, it's really hard to get that number. It's hard to get any of these numbers, especially, today's age when you're going to the news. He does a lot of stuff, but one of the things he does is he goes to a music store and he does it with his friend Ralph, which is funny because I have a friend Ralph, and he goes and checks out stuff in the store and he just kind of highlights the store as we like to see. And he does live shows. They're pretty laid back and fun. He kind of talks and stuff and goes over stuff. And I just like to highlight it. Because I think sometimes, I try to from time to time highlight a smaller channel. I've been listening to him a lot lately and just getting a vibe of it. Yeah, and Joe can really play. Brian said that too. I agree. Joe can really play. He's a great player. He's really chilled, really laid back. I just thought it was really cool, and I thought it was a good time to just talk about that, especially give it a shout out for that channel, and especially since Joe's got a great channel and he really deserves the shout out.
Wow.
Every bit of that was cool, man.
Man. That was crazy, man. That was insane. Thank you, Phil McKnight. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much, man. Yeah, so that was cool. That really made my day, man. That was awesome. Yes. Thank you, JP. Yeah, that made my day and like I said, I didn't know. And that was a nice surprise, man. That was so awesome. Yes.
And I think he's like almost 500,000 subscribers or something.
Yeah, he's knocking on the door, 500,000. I've been watching Phil McKnight for a long time. I remember when he first started to pop on YouTube, he would make those videos in a different room in his house, and he was using his smartphone as everybody. Hell, I still do, but
right.
But I just thought that was really nice of him to do that, and I was like, wow, is this for real? But it was nice. But so yeah, man. Again, thank you, Phil. Appreciate that, man. I don't know if you're going to see this, but thank you so much for taking the time.
He could have watched anybody. The fact that he even gave your channel a second thought is amazing. Yeah,
it was really nice, man. That was nice. Yes, thank you very much, Blue Sky. I appreciate that. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, so let's talk about yesterday, man.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, thank y'all for watching that video. Like I said, that was a backup plan. That was a backup plan if we didn't have a guitar shop video to do, and we didn't. So I said, well, you want to do the busking thing? And Ralph said, yeah, let's go do that. And so I'm trying to multitask here. Sorry. And yes, Mr. Orkin, we're gonna show off the Dean. I promise. We will. We will, man. Yes. And so we I guess Ralph got here about 1:30 yesterday. We packed up, loaded up my wife's Kia Sportage, and we was able to put the seats down on that thing and shove everything in there, and we got there. And go ahead, Ralph. I'll let you talk about it too, man.
Man, let me tell you one thing. I had been nervous about this trip, and I'm not even the one that was playing guitar. I was just nervous, for something I've never done. I've never helped somebody do it, so it was new to me too. And I don't like, the unknown. I don't really like the unknown. But I had been nervous about that all the way until the point we got the car loaded up and started head up the road, and it's like this calm. And I said, yeah, let's do this, man. So anyway. Where do you want us to pick up from? Where we parked, or
yeah.
Yeah, we pulled up, and of course Joe went ahead and paid for 3 hours just to be safe, and then thank God he did. We took almost all of that 3 hours, but we went to the Tempo Music first, just to kind of let them know we were here, and we didn't want to just set up and just assume it was okay. So we just touch base and talked to them for a few minutes, and we went back to load up, and thank goodness Joe had the sense to bring this little hand truck dolly. There's so many different names for that thing, but this particular one, it could fold out, so it was almost like a platform to roll with and push. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Well, we had the amplifier on the amp on the bottom, then the big clear tote that had all the cables and the equipment and all the odds and ends that you need to run this little operation. Then the two guitars on top of that. Now we're pushing up a hill.
Yeah.
And once you get around the corner, this is a functioning sidewalk. There are restaurants with active tables out. People are enjoying themselves, having wine. And I think one time we were coming by, I think we were leaving on this thing, and a waitress come out with she had some hors d'oeuvres on a platter, and we almost run in. We all stopped, So it was active. What I'm saying is, we kind of, we had to, when we first got there, we had to weave our way through there. And when we first come through, I guess we need to put this in, whether it's important or not.
All right.
When we first got there was somebody already on that corner, a gentleman.
Yes.
And if I'm not mistaken, he was playing an acoustic, but he did have it amplified, if I'm not mistaken. And we were like, man, that's kind of where we wanted to be. So, as we're driving around, I'm looking for another corner thinking, because I really wanted that home base to be tempo music. It was a security thing,
Right.
I want to just set up in front of somebody's place we don't even know. Right.
Right.
So, but anyway, we got set up, and it took Joe a couple songs to get the cobwebs out and adjust the levels. And, but then he got into it. Then then Joe started moving around. Then Joe's headed up the street.
Headed up the street.
Joe's running into traffic.
Oh, man.
But man, I could tell you were enjoying yourself. And that to me was magnetic. I don't like it. They say, why you didn't draw a huge crowd. I don't know.
And we need to touch on that too, because in the green room, as they say, Ralph and I were discussing this, but it's and this is the goodness truth. I'm not making this up. When Ralph wasn't filming, people were walking by.
It was,
and then when the camera came on, it was like like empty.
Errors, because we had the plan of just to film a little bit of every song. Because, I'm not going to film every 4.5 minute song, and he plays 10, anyway. And it did seem, I would record the good parts, the solos and stuff. And as soon as I cut that camera off, there'd be 20 people come around the corner.
Yeah.
Incident. And traffic. And I noticed in the clips too, you didn't see any traffic, but there was constant traffic. That stoplight, there was always people.
Oh yeah.
Staring,
So And yes, I understand there's probably people might, say, well, you might want to pick a different corner or a different location. But the whole point is, first of all, it was our first time.
Yes.
So we're still learning the ropes here. Number two, I wanted to be in front of tempo. I wanted to be on that corner because we have filmed. They were kind enough to let Ralph and I film there and do a guitar shot review. So I wanted to, in a way, kind of pay respect to them, back to them.
Yeah. And
they were kind enough to come out and talk to us when it was closing time. I didn't realize we'd been there that long until they were locking up. And I was like, man, what time is it? Because I think they closed at 6.
A lot of people went in that music store, as the amount of time we stood out there. Bunches of people did. Then they were trying to go in when, they were locking up.
Right. Yeah, they were. Let's see. CC, there he is. What's up, man? How are you doing? Yeah, man. With the GoPro, you can't zoom in.
Yeah. Couldn't do that.
Yeah, you can't with the GoPro I have it. You can't zoom in. You have to walk up.
Weird. I felt getting in on the close-ups. I'm like zooming in on them. I'm get the camera really close. So I'm like, that kind of looks weird. What are we doing here?
Let's see.
That would be fantastic.
AJB, how are you doing? He goes, I wonder if they didn't walk by because they thought you were recording a video or something. Yeah, it could be. I mean,
very possible. Yeah,
it's very possible. I mean, it's a. But like I said, first time, so we're trying to, feel out the waters here, test the waters or whatever. JP Stella, A small PA system would help separate guitar and your tracking songs you play. Just an idea. Also, you can MC the store stuff inside. Yeah, that's a
PA.
great idea. The reason I couldn't use a PA is because with this setup, it's like an all-in-one kind of deal. And with the Yamaha THR-10X that sits on top of the cabinet, you can run an MP3 player through it, and it comes through the cabinet as well as the guitar. So, yeah, a small PA would probably work, but it was, to me, for what I was wanting to do, it was just easier with this cabinet.
And for what it was a lot more to take than you would think.
Yeah, just what we had was more than what I thought. I was like, man.
Adding up, and I'm like, wow, okay, we need all this. But that little power supply, I am amazed by that thing. That it didn't fail you, man.
Yeah. I was scared that I was going to forget something, and I almost did. And come back in the house and grabbed it, and believe it or not, it was the wireless unit. The Lucado wireless, man. I almost forgot this. Look at there. I mean, that's what I use when the Lucado wireless. I harp on that all the time. And I will tell you this, and I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm just telling you, I won't mention the name. But I actually had a company reach out to me about 2 weeks ago wanting to know if I wanted to do a video about their wireless. And I never responded because it's just the product just it doesn't look like it's worth the time.
It's amazing that they're reaching out though. It's incredible, man.
And I'm very humbled, but I'm here to tell you, and I'm not saying this to be a smart aleck or nothing. Man, my time is valuable. I mean, I work 65, 70 hours a week on my job, and I'm trying to find time to do this and play music, go live, and then Ralph and I do something on Fridays. So if somebody wants me to do a review of a product, that's fine, but they're going to have to pay.
There's a number attached to it.
There has to be. I mean, and I'm not boasting or anything. I've done reviews on other products, and guess what? They paid. And it was fine. So these other products, and this company was pretty, I thought they were pretty good size, but, and I emailed them back. I said, yeah, I'll be more than happy to do a standalone video for this product. It'll be this much, and I get to keep the product.
Yeah.
And they said they didn't answer. They didn't respond. So that's my answer.
Right.
And that's fine. So, and that's not what this channel is about. I don't want to sit there and do reviews all the time.
You need to do it on your terms if you do.
Well, that's correct. I mean, but I just don't want people to think, oh God, here comes another product review. And that's not
right.
That's not what I'm doing. But once in a while I have done one, but it's been rare, but yeah. But yeah, we're still learning.
Badmouth the product either,
Do what?
You don't want to have to badmouth the product,
No, I don't.
What if you don't really like it,
That's why the stuff I use, like this right here, I talk about a lot because I bought it. I paid money for it, so
wasn't given to you to try out.
Yeah, I bought it, and I've promoted these Lucado wireless things for I don't know at least a year now, and they're great. I have 3 sets of them.
I got a set right here. I don't even know what they are.
Yeah, I love them.
New X, I believe.
Oh yeah. Yep. There you go. Yep. That's the same as your MG400 that I gave you. That's who made that.
Yeah, man.
Can you show that to the camera one more time, please, so people can see it? Because I had it. Can you bring it closer to the? There we go. Yeah.
You want to see the side, the front?
Yeah, bring it over to. There you go. Okay, now we got it. New X. So they make wireless. That was not the company that reached out to me.
No.
But the one that reached out, I actually have one of their wireless units, and I paid for it years ago. It was $165. And I'm not going to say nothing else. That's going to be another video for Ralph and I to do, but we've already talked about it. But we'll get into that. Okay, let's get back to the chat. These fine people are waiting. Let's see. Bad Luck. Hey, man, he says, I have to say before I forget, that sounds like us because we forget all the time.
Yes.
Since Ralph had this great idea that you and Ralph, next time you're busking, that you guys should bring your family along to enjoy and have as your own little crowd. Yeah, that would be great. I don't know if my wife would want to go do that, but
That'd be a lot of coordinating.
there'd be a lot of that'd be a lot. In a perfect world, it'd be awesome. But I just don't know if she'd want to. You have to understand, man. My wife and I have been together for almost 20 years. She's seen me play I don't know how many times. She's heard me play on how many times. And after a while, it's like white noise, you know.
Yes.
So if we were like a new couple, she'd be like, "Oh, I'm going to go up there. I'll support you," you know. But we've been together a long time, so she's probably like she just
wore off, didn't it?
she says, "Honey, have a good time. You and Ralph have fun. I'll be here when you get back," and that's fine. I get it, you know. I totally get it. But if we could have a cheering section, that would be fantastic, you know.
It is fun.
It would be great. And either it doesn't matter if we're doing guitar chart reviews, these busking, this busking adventure or anything else. One thing that's always the same is we meet nice people. You ever notice that?
That's
We
true.
meet nice people and form new friendships, you know.
I was prepared to, eventually hit one that, wasn't that great, but we never did. They just got better and better.
Yeah. Let's see. CC says, "Oh, that's true. They may have just were being courteous and thinking you were filming." Yeah.
I didn't think about that either.
I didn't either. It didn't cross my mind.
Down on the sidewalk. I guess I'm kind of.
I didn't think about it. I was too busy trying to play and make sure this MP3 player wasn't going to screw up. Bad Luck says, "I think your families would love it." They might. It could very well be true. But we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes.
I think you did some of your best work out there, man. You were playing.
Oh, my
you were
God.
playing on so much that you didn't even have to look at. It just come natural.
Well, I appreciate that, man.
I watched every second of it.
Well, thank you. That's nice, man. I have to say the first 10 minutes, because I was like, okay, my guitar sounds really loud in the music. I can't hardly hear. And when you're standing right beside that amp to the side of it, it's hard to decipher. You have to kind of get in front of it, give yourself some room from the speaker, the cabinet to you. And then it becomes more easier to decipher, I think. But let's see. CC, he says, "You'll get it figured out. I have faith in you." Oh yeah, man. We'll find a way sooner or later when we're doing these busking things and whatever else. We'll figure it out. Yeah. And that's
fun, man. I mean, man, what a great idea. We were out there in the public. That was crazy.
it's fun, yeah. And
people are watching, like, what's going on here?
yeah, it's busking is completely, as I found out, is a completely different animal as opposed to if you're going to play a gig and people are expecting live music. It's a completely, because when you're busking, you're kind of throwing it in their face,
Yes.
whether they want to hear it or not. It's kind of like, hey, look at us. And some people are like, oh my, some people are like, hey, cool, that's awesome. And some people are like, oh my God, what is that? So you have to just be able to let it roll off your back. I saw a few people walk by and people went, oh God, like that. And I was like,
Too, Joe. I
was like,
say nothing about it, though.
oh, I saw it. And I was like, oh, that's fine. Because you know what? They kept on walking. So
Not everybody's thing.
yeah, and that's fine. And that's okay. But there were a lot of people that liked it too. So
True.
it's fine. It's okay. It's in the words of Van Halen, it's the best of both worlds. So let's see. HAB comments. I was curious, does the track come through the Celestians cleanly or does it sound funny? No, it's clean. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about, AJ. I know because I've used the Boss Katana. It's still sitting over there. I was like, oh, if I change that out. Yep. And yeah, let me you ain't gonna be able to see it right there. Let's see. This is gonna be weird for a second, but let me add this. Over here is a Marshall half stack, and on top of that is a Boss Katana 100-watt head that my wife got me from years ago for Christmas, and it does have an input for an MP3, and when you run the music through it, it sounds muffled and it's not really clean. But going through the Yamaha THR-10X to the cabinet, it was really clean. It was very clean.
I thought so. I was amazed at how good it sounds just coming from the camera, the audio being off the camera. It sounds really good, don't you think?
Yeah, it was okay. It was. I mean, I wasn't expecting a lot because when you're doing music like that, especially outside, you need to have a separate microphone, like I was talking about before we left. That takes a lot more in post to get together, but at the end of the day, it'll be worth it. But for what we were doing, what we were using was fine. You know, this is because it was our first time doing this, and hopefully we can do it again. I mean, you know, before the weather starts getting too cold and too crazy, hopefully we can do it again. You know, we'll see. You know,
we'll see.
Let's see. Oh, this is a question I get all the time right here. Ted Fair, how long does the battery power supply last? I get that question a lot. That thing was still on full when we got done. It was still full. I was
going to say, we don't really know that answer, but I know it held up through the whole 2 hours.
2 hours and some change. So it's, you know, it was fine. So I'm going to say, just from what I'm using, which I'm only using, I have a power strip plugged to the power supply, so it gives you 5 outlets. I'm only using 2 of those outlets, and that's the Yamaha THR-10X and the 44 Magnum power amp pedal. So obviously it's not pulling a lot. And I was thinking about this, Ralph, believe it or not, and I'd have to do a test, but you know what would be cool if we was able to busk and it start, because pretty soon it's going to get dark at 6 o'clock, you know, but if we were able to do that, I'd like to get a set of lights, and you know, the different colored stage lights that are up on a pole.
See at Guitar Center,
a stand, and as long as you could plug them in, and I could have my own lighting rig too, and the lights could shine down and all that, and that would be. And I thought about this too, man. I'm giving away all my secrets. What I was thinking about, but I actually have. I don't know. I have to look on here. I actually got a brand new LED light strip. I was like, I'd like to outline the cabinet in a light strip and plug it into the power strip too, and it would illuminate the cabinet.
Right.
You know what I mean? It would it would look really good at night, because I'm all about, as you can see, I'm all about lights and shit. Ralph is too. But
and you see, if anybody that knows Joe, you see, we tried the busking, you know, just to kind of try it out. Well, now we need to kick it up to 10. Put at night with the stage lighting, and he's not joking. You'll come to find out, if you don't know him, you'll come to find out he's not joking. We will be somewhere at night. We'll probably have smoke machines and everything.
No, smoke machines.
All right.
No, man, I ain't going that far into it.
I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it.
Oh, I know. I just think it'd be. I think the more that you can add to it, but without going overboard, I think the more visually attractive it would be.
Yes.
You know, like, and I'm going to say this, and I'm not being a jerk, but when we got there was a gentleman busking. He was sitting on his amp. Okay, he was sitting there and he was playing his acoustic. He was singing, and I don't know what it really sounded like. I didn't get to hear it, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you can add a little something to that, to make people kind of go, hey, what's going on over there? Hey, look at that, man. That's like a one-man band setup. He's got lights and everything. And I think that would be cool. It would make me look twice. I'd be like, wait, what? You know, but because it's out of the ordinary.
One thing that I noticed was that on some of the tracks, and I know you've talked about it before, some of those tracks, they're louder than you are. Like, I thought, man, your guitar could have been turned up, but it's just the way they are, right?
Yeah, there's some tracks. I get my backing tracks from karaokeversion.com. Shout out to karaokeversion.com. But and some of those might be a little louder than others. It's just how they were when they were produced. But luckily, on this is why I love the Yamaha THR-10X, the old version that I have. There's a button on top that you can adjust for your the volume for like your MP3 play. You can adjust it. So
Right.
like when I want to play Hard to Handle by the Black Crowes, I already know that song on the MP3 player is going to be louder than the other track. So I have to walk over there and go and just dial that knob back just a little bit, and I'm good.
Huh.
And so that's why I love having knobs, man. I don't want to have an app and sitting there. And, knobs are easier on the fly.
Right.
It's a lot easier to get what you gotta do. Let's see. JP Stella, I'm trying to catch up, y'all. JP Stella, I use Locato red colored one. I got it on Temu. Works fantastic. There you go. See? There you go. Thank you, JP, for that testimonial. Let's see. Let me get down here. Let's see here. Oops. Okay. Ted Fair, he says that if those companies don't pay you, tell them to take a high dive in a low well. Well, you know, and it's all, look, I know enough to know this. YouTube is a numbers game. And if you're the kind of channel that wants to do a lot of product reviews and all, you got to have good numbers, because that's what they're looking at. And I couldn't tell you how many emails I've gotten where people say, and all it is they copy and paste these emails and they send them out to all these channels. They say, well, hey, we've been watching your channel. And I'm like, no, you haven't. You ain't been watching this channel. And we enjoy watching your content. I had one guy email me, says, I love watching your channel. I love your gaming content. And I was like, see, I don't do gaming. And I emailed him back. I said, dude, really? I said, if you're going to send this out, at least really watch the content. I don't do gaming. I'm a guitar channel. And guess what? He never answered back. So you have to be careful with this stuff. Headstock Harem says he's had bad luck with wireless. I'd say try the Locato, man. I really would.
I tried to get a cheap one. You know, I think it was like $30. I tried to get the cheap route, and it failed me. So just go ahead and pay a little more and get a better one. You know, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're going to have to buy another one eventually.
Yeah, I got 3 sets of them. We got Large Car Lifestyle. That's Slick Rick. That's my friend Rick I used to work with. Slick Rick. And look at there, Rick. Let me see, man. Let me do this here. Look at that, Slick. There's your shirt, bro. Major Trucking right there. Look at there. Yeah. See there? All right. Let me take this off. So, there we go. Thank you, Ricky, for watching, man. Hope you're at home and not on the road. I think you're at home. Let's see. Bad luck. He says, I use a wireless for my guitar and for my SM58 mic. That's good, man. And I'm just playing in this room, and I have a wireless because eventually that cable's going to get around my leg somehow or another, you know.
I wondered if that same theory would apply to like my drum set. I mean, could I use a wireless system on there? I don't know.
There might be. I don't know.
You know.
I think there might be something called latency involved because you're hitting, and latency is when you hit. The sound comes a little bit later, so you have to be careful. You might want to Google if they have wireless things for that drum kit.
Man, I love the drum kit, but there are so many cables.
Oh yeah. I can't stand having a lot of cables. I got about probably a bunch of them in the floor right now. And really, it's coming from the power strips where everything's plugged in. There's so many adapter plugs. It's like, God almighty. But everything is there for a reason. It's not just there for nothing.
You get a cable wrapped around your foot.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Scott from South Carolina. Hey, man. I thought your sound was outstanding when you were busking. I saw that Harley Benton. And that they have a U.S. warehouse, and they now sell on Reverb. There you go, man. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Thank you for that information. That's interesting. Oops. Let's see. Hey, Michael Smith, what's going on, brother, man? How you doing? Nice to see you, man. Large Car Lifestyle, you guys are doing a great job. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Very
It's
nice.
fun, though. I'm having a great time. You know,
Yeah.
it seems like no matter what we do, it's music related, so it's all good. You know, music's
Yeah.
busking, whatever. Doing this, talking about music.
Yeah. AJB says Halloween is on a Friday night. Maybe y'all could do a family function of some type. You and Ralph do a live show that way. Something to consider.
Some logistics.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Bill Trainer, hey man, how are you doing? He says, come to Aiken downtown. Do they allow busking out there, Mr. Trainer? Do people do it? Oh, he just said right there, they have a Thursday night alley thing. Well, that knocks me out. I'm working on Thursday night, so
Yeah, you can't.
my schedule is Sunday night through Thursday night. So
If it's happening, it's going to happen on Friday.
yeah, that's the only time I can do it. Edwin Crane says, at least you had no Karen stopping by. Yeah, we didn't, thankfully, no. Didn't have to deal with none of that. That's nice. Thank you, Edwin. I appreciate that, man. Yeah. Ricky, I know I'm trying to catch up in this chat. I'm a little bit behind. I'm sorry. Rick says, I'm digging that shirt. So you did see it. Okay, cool, man. Awesome. Yeah, see? Support the independent business. There you go. All right, let's see.
You earned $20 last night.
Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all saw in the video, of course, of the woman that donated $20 in the plastic tub, and I thought that was so cool. I was really shocked.
I thought I'd be, I don't know.
You know, like Ralph said, don't judge a book by its cover, but we were both guilty of that before that money hit that plastic tub. We were kind of like, because she was standing right there, and I don't mean nothing bad, but I thought, you know, because look, I've played enough gigs to where you deal with people that are intoxicated, people that are just kind of not there, and some crazy things have happened. So I was kind of like, okay, what's about to happen here?
Right,
and it was the total opposite. She was dug in her wallet or whatever, cigarette case, and when I saw her pull that 20 out, and I said, I know good and well she's not going to do that. And she went over and she went, and
I know she pulled it out of a little bank, pouch, like,
yeah,
pouch. I mean, who knows? That could have been her Social Security check. Who knows?
I don't know, but it was really sweet. And I was just like, I looked at her and said, thank you, ma'am, so much. She goes, you're welcome. And it was just
that part, and that girl that stopped to talk, that made the whole thing kind of work.
Yeah. And that's what Ralph and I were talking about. I said, man, right there, it's like I said before we went, if we just have a couple people stop and take notice, that's fine for me, because this is our first rodeo, man. You know, so, and that's exactly what happened. And I was like, you know what? That's perfect. That's perfect. I wasn't expecting no big thing, but for what did happen, that end result was great. So
probably, you need to go back several times to kind of, so people know, that Joe's coming back, be ready for that. He's coming back on Friday. You're going to build an audience or something.
I don't know, man. That's something you'd have to work on. I think you have to build an audience, just like you do here on social media.
A lot of work.
But I think it's a lot of consistency with the busking thing. And since it's first come, first serve, my biggest concern was, what if we get there and there's people playing across the street or on the same corner? Or I was like, what?
What's the etiquette with that, right?
Yeah, what do you do, man? I'm like, man, well, there's 3 other corners, but still.
Join in. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, let's move down here. Bad Luck says your guitar tone is pretty much spot on for 80s hair bands. Thank you, man.
Well, that's funny.
Yeah, hey, I love to hear that. Thank you very much. That's awesome. That is awesome. Smoke machines. Yeah, everybody's saying lasers, smoke bombs. Yeah.
You know, we have some small stage lights we were used on some early videos and color changing drumsticks, and
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
even had a color flickering pick. It will light up every time you hit the strings. I just like crap like that. I'll
Me
put it
too.
in 2 videos and then I'm kind of done with it. Then I'll
Right.
do something else.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really cool. Let's see what Ted's got to say. I'm trying to go through some of these. I'm trying my best, y'all. Please be patient.
I don't even know where you are anymore, man.
I know, man. I'm just I've fallen behind. Ted Fair says one of the best investments I've made was getting 2 Electro Voice PA system speakers with a built-in mixing console. It gets the instruments, vocals, and backing tracks dialed in perfectly. All right, man. That's awesome. That's awesome.
You do not need another piece of equipment.
No, I don't. And especially if I want to see tomorrow, I don't need another piece of equipment. JJ Collins, I agree. Add lights and lasers. Yes, I would love to add the lights.
We like that. We love that kind of crap.
Yeah, the lights I think would be cool. It'd be just the regular stage lights that are on a. And the reason I say that is the last band I was in many moons ago, Dave, the drummer, he had bought a set of those on a pole, and it was like 5 lights. I don't know why I keep doing this, but 5 lights, and there's on a stand, and it was perfect. And it came with a foot controller that he could, because he was a drummer, so he set the lights to the side of his kit that would shine down on us and him, and he could take his foot and hit it, and it would put it in different, I don't know what you call it, different formations or whatever,
Modes.
Yes, and it was awesome, and you could change the color, all that with a foot switch. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we go through the trouble of all that, might as well bring my drum set up there. If we're
Might as well.
do out of it, let's just do it.
Might as well. Let's see. Art G. Since you like to play live, busking is a good option. It was great having Ralph filming because he got some good shots of your playing rather than a camera on a tripod. That's right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And that was when I started to edit late last night, I noticed that, and I was like, thank you, man, for doing that, because you come up and you got some shots of the neck and the headstock and you move down. It was perfect.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't all gold, but Joe, he made a really good video out of it. I mean, it takes a lot to edit the way you did with the voiceover over different footage. Man, that's a lot, man.
Well, thank you, man.
It was great.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'll just leave that to you all the time. Don't ask me to do it.
No, man. Let's see. Let me move down here. Dennis Bryan, he says that I went wireless after I walked a little too far from my amp and just pulled it off the amp stand. Never again. Oh, God. Yeah, I've done that.
God.
I've done that where little mishaps have happened because of a cable. Yes, many times.
Yes.
Many times I've done it. All right, let's see. We got to get, there he goes, Rico B. What's going on, man? He goes, hey now, good evening from a nice 82 degrees in Arizona. It's starting to cool down a little, ain't it, Rico? Just a little bit. All right, Slick Rick. Yep, you saw the shirt. Awesome, man. Let's see. People. No, I don't work for them. No, I don't work for them. Not wearing this shirt. No, huh? That's a good idea, Mr. Organ. I didn't think about that. Maybe Tempo Music would hang your flyer in the window.
I like the picture come out so good with
I got lucky on that
QR
one.
code on it, and it really didn't get used. But what a great idea, man! And
got very lucky on that. Yes. Oh man, we got a super chat. Thank you, Bill Trainer, for the super chat, man. Thank you so much, man. That's very kind. Thank you. Very kind. Thank you. That's awesome, man. Pooh Ninja, what's up? He says lights and pyro. Oh man. Yeah, no pyro, yeah. Let's see here. Let me move
That's
down.
dangerous, man. No pyro.
Yeah, we can't do that. Let's see. Question for Ralph. All right, let's see. I don't know. He worded it wrong. More info playing drums or a guitar, more yourself, or do you? Okay, he wants to know about.
If I'm more into playing drums or guitar.
Yes.
Yeah, see. Wow, what a good question. I do the videos where I play everything. I love to play everything. I love when I'm laying the tracks over, layering the instruments. I love when I have to pick up the bass because then I get to play the bass. I have a reason to pick up the bass. I love when it's time to play the drums. To add the drums to the song. I love all of it. Equally, I guess is the answer. I did not mean to ramble on.
No, take
Love
your
it
time.
all equally. See,
Good.
I'm okay at all of it, but not great at any of it. You know what I mean?
Right. Ralph, can you stray cat set up?
I'm sure I could dial it in.
Oh my goodness.
I could download it.
Oh man. Yeah, that's what I was thinking before. Like if we were ever able to perform together live, you'd have to get it better set to transport. Because
You mean more convenient? What do you
here's
think?
something I don't know if you would be interested in this. I don't know. But for the sake of transporting and moving stuff around, I have seen, and they're legit, man. I have seen the drum. I don't know what you call them. It's electronic drum kit, but it's on a big pad. It's got the big pads on it that you would play,
Yeah.
and they sound incredible. And I've seen people do it on YouTube. I was like, damn, that sounds good.
I used to play a drum machine with my fingers. It'd be no different,
right? But I didn't know if you'd be open to that or not. And I said, well, you know what? It'd be easy for him to set up. I know that, but
if it sounds good, that's my thing.
It
sound good these days.
That's when you would look at the reviews and read the reviews on it. But
what are we doing? What are we doing, Joe?
no, I'm just saying.
Oh, let's go by it.
No. I'm just saying if we ever got into that down the road, that'd be something to
It
consider.
does make sense. I agree.
Instead
Joe.
of you unhooking all that. Good
There's
Lord.
always an unknown factor. Just when I moved it from one side of the room to the other, there's a cable issue I have to hunt down. One of
Right.
one of the drums aren't working, so either I got one, but they're all color coded. You would think it's pretty simple, but no. Once you move it, unhook it and move it, and try to hook it back, something doesn't work. You have
Right.
to hunt down the problem.
That's right. There's Rod. What's going on, Rod? How you doing, man? Nice to see you. Well, I think now it's well, we've been on for almost an hour already. That's crazy. Let's go to our Joe and Ralph video spotlight. Let's go to that. Joe and Ralph Jams.
Video of the week.
We're going to hit the video of the week. We're going to showcase one of our collaborations every show. And I just told Ralph, I said, look, you pick whichever one and we'll showcase it. And these are videos where Ralph and I actually play together. We're not in the same location. He's at his house. I'm, of course, in this music room. And you're going to see in this particular video that, some of the stuff, this room isn't as full as it is now.
This either.
Same with Ralph. And but this video came out really well. It's an older one, but we started watching it in the green room. I said, man, I haven't watched some of our stuff in, I know, over a year. And it's just a cool video diary of the music we've done together. Y'all have to understand, Ralph and I, we've known each other since, where am I going? This way. Since we were 10. And we got our guitars in 86, the same time, Christmas Eve of that year. And we've always jammed all through the years. So since there's
Music has always been there, yeah.
Music has always been there. And since there is a distance factor, we try to use technology to help shorten that gap,
Yeah, we have recordings on tape from back in our 20s or something, Joe. We actual songs we recorded
Oh yeah, yeah.
on cassette tape. You did a show on that one time.
That was crazy, and
Hear that.
it was amazing. Wow, we holy smokes, we got a super chat. Thank you, Slim,
Yep.
so much, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. Very kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that, brother. That's very kind. Yeah, I wish I had them old tapes, and could listen to what we sounded like back then.
Right.
That'd be crazy. But let's see what we got here. Let me see, make sure I'm doing the right thing. And let's spotlight this. And I want to say this is an REO Speedwagon track, Ralph, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all sit back. Y'all sit back. I'm going to turn my microphone down so I don't do any unnecessary noises. Here we go. Hang on tight. Get ready.
You are able, women, I am willing to make the break that we are on the brink of. My coffee's on the table, I love this feeling, waiting here for you to take a drink of. So if you're tired of the same old story, oh, tell some baby days. I'll be here when you are ready to go with the changes. Yeah. I knew it had to happen. Felt the tables turning. Got me through my darkest hour. I felt the thunder clapping, felt the desert burning, until you put on me like a sweet sun shower. So if you're tired of the same old story, oh, just some baby days. I'll be here when you are ready to go with the changes. Yeah.
Wasn't that something?
That was something.
You see that with the Joe and Ralph show since 2021.
2021, yeah.
We did that. I thought it was fun to go back and look at it, man.
That's an oldie but goodie right there, man.
I don't know what that feel at the end was. That was garbage, man.
No, it wasn't either, man. I like how you had your hands up with the double bass.
Nothing.
I thought that was awesome, man.
Dude, do something else, dude.
No,
That's just
man.
how the song went. That's just how the song went. Honestly.
That's okay, man. I thought it was fantastic. Yeah, that was
They're
a
always,
lot of fun, man. So now you kind of get an idea of what.
do as many songs anymore.
Yeah, we've done. I don't know how many. 30 something covers. 38.
I think it's 38. Yeah.
Dang. Wow. That's pretty cool right there. I love the color of Ralph's drum kit. Yeah, that's a beautiful color.
The interesting note, you didn't get to pick a color. That's what you get. You know, you would think, oh, they got the flagship. Maybe they made it in a blue or something.
Yeah.
Instead of sparkle red, but I really like the sparkle red. I really, really
Yeah,
do.
it's nice. It's a beautiful kit in person.
Black hardware that goes with it, and the black cymbals. Now I have to armor all these cymbals because they get dried out. I mean, they're rubber. You know, they're rubber.
Oh, you do? You have to arm roll them?
I do. I don't know if you're supposed to, but they look dry. Get ashy. They get ashy looking.
I didn't know that.
Got to take
Okay.
stuff, man. You know.
That's interesting. I didn't think about it. Man. And that's something about you would know this more than me, but that's something I know we talked about it before in a previous Guitar Shot review videos, but the amount of how much cymbals cost, just your regular, mid-grade cymbals is unreal. I guess it's like a pedal. I mean, there's been guitar pedals I've paid $275 for, and more. But I guess a cymbal, if you're a drummer, it's a different world. But
generally, especially when you're starting out as a drummer, you get the kit, and if you have a cymbal at all, it's a gift to have even that one cymbal because they're so expensive, right. and you aspire to buy another cymbal because now you want a ride cymbal, so you can ding 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 ding, or crash or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
you're saving up $300 or $400 to buy the cymbal.
Just one cymbal.
The stand separate.
Yeah, then the stand. Yeah,
$100, depending on what you get.
So if you want a couple of good cymbals and some decent stands, what are you talking about? What, $800?
They could be more. No, man, it's like anything else, even like guitars. There's the low end, the mid end, and the high end. And honestly, I was all about the acoustic kits and the cymbals and stuff. But like we said before, this is just the most convenient way to actually make music, as opposed to me just playing in my kit in a basement and then nothing. I can't mic all that. And
no, that'd be insane.
Yeah, this is just 2 plugs. Plug it right into the.
Now, how many options do you have right now on your drum brain? How many? I know it's probably endless, but how many kits do you have programmed on your drum brain right now that you can access? And you're like, okay, I like this. I know it's like an effects processor. You got different presets and all, but do you have some favorites that?
It comes with 139 preset, and of course, I have mine that I've made, like the Alex Van Halen kit, because he's got a particular pop.
Yes.
This snare, and the toms that he had in the 80s got that boom, 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 boom.
Simmons drums, yeah.
They had a certain sound, so I dialed in a kit, and it took forever too, man. I said, that doesn't sound right. Then I didn't realize, oh man, now you can change the pitch on these drums. Well, do that, and that fixed it. I said, that's what I needed.
Oh,
but anyway,
I've always loved the sound of those drums from those Simmons drums. I know they're probably outdated, but you hear those, they're, in the 80s, the drum machine, what was it? The first drum machine that came out, oh man, I had it on the tip of my tongue and I lost it. But a lot of people were using them in pop songs in the 80s. And then Phil Collins came out with In the Air Tonight, and he had those.
The hexagon, people would have those attached to their kit because that would be an electronic component to their kit, because everybody was doing it in the 80s. You had to have some kind of a techno funk kind of a beat to attach to your kit.
Right. Slim's got to go. Thank you, Slim, for stopping in, and thank you for the super chat, man. Really nice. Thank you. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Bad Luck says drum kits aren't cheap by the time you buy cymbals and everything. Most kits, Sid is just drum shells alone. They sell as much as drum shells alone. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah,
It amazes me how much money can go into a decent kit, and it's like, wow. So the electronic kit to me is the way to go, because now you can access all types of kits
Yes,
at a press of a button. You know,
it's got one kit that's beatbox. Everything is a beatbox. From back in the day. It's a beatbox thing, I think I should make a video with some of the crazy sounds it does, man. It's an amazing kit. It's worth every penny. I mean,
that's crazy.
My videos, I mean, you probably don't realize, but I try to mix the kits up, but that's probably just my ear. I'll try to change the snare or something, but it's only something that I'm going to notice. But it's fun to be able to do that,
Yeah, absolutely. And ironically enough, I want to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, I want to say you got that kit at Guitar Center.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, when they first got it, man, it was one of those things. That set stopped me in my tracks like a guitar would. Like that checkerboard guitar or that Dean. But yeah, man, I had to have it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Here it is, man. And to be honest, Joe, to do what you and I were doing, the upgrade was well overdue, man. Because we had some early videos of my earlier electronic kit. I thought it sounded great, but it looked anemic. You know what I mean? It looked like a little kid set in a way. The hardware is really thin, and it had a big old symbol on it. It's like, is that a toy? No, what?
Is that a toy?
I mean, back Joe's playlist, they're on there, man.
Yeah,
that's what we talk about, the progression.
Yes. If you look at the Joe and Ralph Jams playlist on my channel, you'll see from video 1 to the most latest video that we've done.
I was like deer in the headlights too. It's funny to look at because
you're sitting there going
to this whole the face on camera thing, and now perform. Now I need you to perform.
Yes. Now you're a lot more comfortable in front of the camera.
I looked ridiculous, and now I'm more free with it. I'm like, this is what it looks like.
You're getting more into it. That's good. Let's see. Get to these comments. Edwin Crane, he says, I've tried to mic real drums, mattress on the ceiling to keep the overhead bounce under control. Yeah. That's interesting. Wow. Dang. Let's see. Bill Trainer says, Ralph, I'm digging that green Jackson behind you.
That's my Incredible Hulk.
Oh, yeah. We got those at Guitar Center in Greenville. I still have mine.
You got a matching one.
Yeah, we got them. We got those guitars on the same day.
Oh yeah, we just got them the same day. The color, man, I love the color. This light in here doesn't do it justice. I need to change this anyway. And it would be great to have some kind of light that shines on it, because a lot of these guitars are a darker color.
Yeah,
they don't pop like they really do if they were in daylight or a better lighting,
a better lit environment or something.
Kind of a dark space, but I mean, I love it.
Bad Luck says that orange fading in the yellow looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks like a candy corn.
Yes, it's the perfect time of year. Yes.
And funny enough, they make the same thing in blues, so it's dark blue, light blue, white. I really like that.
Yeah, that's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's different.
But in person, it doesn't look like that. But on camera, it comes across as a candy corn. And in person, it's just faded. You don't really notice the deviations there.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Let's see here. Okay. While I'm looking at this next comment, CC, are you still here? Let's see if CC is still in the chat.
CC Rider.
Yeah, we'll see if he's still here. That will predict if we move in this direction that I'm thinking of or not. All right, let's see. Scott from South Carolina. Would be cool to see Joe and Ralph remake Only One Way to Rock, trading lead licks like Sammy and EVH. That song has a lot going on in it. we've actually covered that song with Ralph
did
on the
cover
drums,
that.
and
Yes.
that is, man, that's a busy song.
I'm not happy with that. I'm not 100%. I know we could do better, but it's out there. It's there.
Yeah, I could do a lot better on my end too, but that's part of the progression over the years. You know, if you keep at it,
The
it
mix
will get better.
sound better,
Yeah.
the volume levels. I mean, there's a lot of going back and forth. Sometimes I'd send Joe a track and can you send that again? I said, turn it up louder. I need it to be louder. So I'd, take it back
Yeah.
to another track. And it's
Right.
it's a lot
Yeah.
of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the end. If you can get a good end result, it makes it well worth it. For my Ninja 83, yo, just watch the Busking vid. You know you're playing good when the homeless gives you money. Oh man, thank you for my Ninja. I appreciate it, man. Oh man. Oh Lord, my goodness, that's funny. Lord have mercy.
Had to be killing it for the homeless, but
And I
or they went the other way. Oh, he needs to get better. These for lessons. Here.
yeah, get me money for lessons. There you go, son. You know there's a music store behind you.
You've had it, Sonny. You've had it.
Son, you know there's a music store behind you. Go in there and get some lessons. Here, take this 20 and come back in a year and we'll see. Yeah. That's funny, man. That's awesome. So, do y'all want to hear the Dean, the orange shredder, the Dean? We got it.
That name, is that what it's called? The orange-
That's I didn't call it that. Somebody in the chat, I can't. That's of course now that's what I call it. But somebody in the chat or one of the it was on one of the Guitar Shop vids. I think it was Guitar Shop. Somebody said the orange shredder. That's what they said, and I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
If I knew, I'd give them credit. I don't know, but so I call it the orange shredder. But yeah, I got that. Bad Luck says yes. He wants to hear it. Or my Ninja says, yeah, that color's nice. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful color, and I upgraded it last night. I stayed up last night and upgraded. I took the black. It's a Floyd Rose 1000, which is great. But I said I like to have a gold Godo trim on there. I think that would make it pop.
Yeah, with the orange, I didn't know how that would go, but I like it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Scott says call it the Cheddar Shredder.
Yeah, orange is one of those colors. Either you like it or you don't.
Yeah, the orange shredder. Yeah, I like it. That's awesome, man. So okay, we'll play a couple of songs, I guess. Let me let's add to scene here. Let's see if we can do this. Can I do this? Oh, that was a flawless transition.
All right,
That was nice. Yeah, I'm still learning with these extra cameras and stuff here. Trying to anyway, man. Oh my goodness. Let's see. And I'll plug in these Kato units here. Oh man. We'll try to do some live music for y'all. We did it yesterday on the street. We'll try to do it for this channel.
Did it out on the street. Did it out in the wild. We were out and about. Moving circus, traveling circus. He didn't hear none of that.
All right, what were you saying?
Oh, nothing. No, I'm just kidding.
I hate when people do that.
No, nothing. No, they was talking about me. I said we were just a traveling circus yesterday, man. It was a trip.
Oh man, yeah. It was good though. So this is the orange shredder, Dean. You can see the gold. I had to turn my ceiling fan on.
Gold upgrades.
That's the gold Godo 1996 T there. And I put on some gold titanium locking screws right there as well. Yeah, man.
I'm always amazed at the people that, like what you just rattled off about that tremolo system, a T1G 5 gigabytes. I don't, I mean, I know nothing about all that. And you'll do that with pedals. You'll do that with a guitar model. That's a model Yamaha 2160 that was carved back in '62. I mean, how do you know that stuff?
Somebody asked me what this model was, and I don't know. I got Dave Orkin asked me, and I got to look it up on Reverb, and I couldn't tell you right offhand.
All right, well, I'm going to mute this so you can get started.
That's fine. Go ahead. All right, so checking the tuning here. So let's play a little something, man. All right, y'all.
Driving
this out.
I've been up, I've been down. Take my word, my way round. I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch. I've been bad, I've been good. Dallas, Texas, Hollywood. I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch. Take me back, way back home. Not by myself, not alone. I ain't asking for much. I said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch.
Should we keep going? Let me see some horns. Come on, let me know.
Why? Well, let me roll up onto the sidewalk and take a look, yes. Whoa! She's beautiful. I'm talking about
faces fade as the years go by. Yet I still recall as I wander on, as clear as the sun in the summer It's more than a feeling, more than a feeling.
little bit of Journey action there. Okay. Let's take this off here. Remove from scene. Can we do that? Yes. All right.
That sounded incredible, man. I love that.
Oh my God. I'm still getting used to this 24 frets, man. It throws me off still. I don't know why. The one I played yesterday was 24 fret for whatever reason. I don't know. I guess I'm just.
He's weird like that.
Oh goodness. Oops, sorry. Yeah, there's a couple of those songs, man. I haven't, as you can tell, I haven't played in a while, and trying to. I was like, oh, is it this fret? Oh crap, I'm a step too high. But oh well. You try to play it off, man.
Yeah, play it off, right?
You try to just do what you can and keep going. Let's see. Let me go down here. Thank y'all for being in the chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Yeah, we just do a couple, a few songs. And let's see. It was how to celebrate life. This is how. Oh, Edwin Crane, that's awesome, man. Thank you very much. That's so cool, man. Thank you. That's cool. Most geniuses are weird. That's why they invent cool stuff. Yeah. That's true. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely, man.
Most creative people are a little odd,
Yes.
Kind of have to be.
Yeah.
It helps.
Yeah, and there's some famous guitar players from our generation that are like that. That are on that kind of like, what? Like, what are they talking about? But they're even Eddie had some weirdness about him in some ways. It was kind of like, that's just not normal. But but that's just how that level goes, man. I think. Bad luck. Tom Schultz worked at Polaroid before he left to do the Boston stuff. Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he was. And that first Boston album was produced and recorded and engineered. Tom Schultz did all that, or Scholes is how you say his name, and he did all that. Yeah. Hey, Calvin, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, man. Yeah, that's that could have been better. Absolutely. I haven't played that. Some of them songs. I'm telling you, man. I haven't. My schedule is so crazy. I didn't have time to come in here and just say, all right, let's just practice these songs for 2 hours.
Right.
Because for me, that's what it takes. It's being repetitive and just going over them and over them. And when I get away from that for a little while, it's like, I think nope, that was wrong. I'm like, oops.
I can tell they're getting smoother. Yeah, there was a couple little things here and there, but
yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. It's authentic.
Yeah. 24 frets, you're a technical player, so you noticed. Oh, I noticed, all right. Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, it's just, it always...
Fingering sometimes. You're looking up toward the top, and there's more frets there. Than
yeah, and I'm like, there's an extra dot here. Right. And it might be just all in my head, man. Yeah, it might just be all in my head, too. AJB. Joe, your tone has recently changed. It's thicker, fuller, not as much reverb and delay. Have you intentionally changed it? Yes. Joe
has been on the endless pursuit for...
Yes, AJ, you thank you for noticing that. Yeah, I am currently using the I got to look at it, the Friedman IRD, and it's really a Dirty Shirley amp in a pedal form, and it takes two. Let me make sure I get this right because I'm not a tube or amp person. I think it takes two 12 AX7 tubes, so it's like you're playing through an amp. But it is an amp. It's just in pedal form.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It has a crazy price tag too. It was high. It was expensive.
But Joe is always in search of. So if there's something that comes out, he'll try it, add to, and if he don't like it, he'll chunk it to the side next. But he's constantly trying to perfect his.
Trying Trying to, man. Yeah, it's because I love to play live on the internet, so online. So
It can,
but yeah, this
process as well.
this thing is fantastic. It was $500 is what it cost, and I was like, well, let's see if I sell a guitar or two, and that's what happened. I sold what guitar did I sell? Oh, it was the Satriani Black Dog. It was on my Reverb store for like 2 months, and somebody finally bought it, and I used it to pay for the Freeman R&D. Yep, sure was.
Didn't you sell that Silver Surfer too?
Yeah, I sold that quite some time back. Yeah, that sold quick.
You must not have had a real emotional attachment to those.
Oh, I did.
Did you? I mean,
I did. I didn't want to sell them, but I knew they would bring in the money, and
True.
because I had to get my heat pump fixed.
Yeah.
And Art G says, looks like the Dean Orange Shredder has a roasted maple neck. How do you like it? Oh, I love it.
Oh, up close, that neck it's really cool, like tiger stripes going down it.
Yeah, I love a roasted maple neck is always the way to go, man. The bass rocker, he's joined. Hey, man, how you doing? He says, hi, guys. How are you doing, sir?
I'm assuming from the name he's a bass player.
Yeah. Let's see. JP Stella, Joe, you're a tone chaser. Yeah, I guess, man.
That's a good way of putting it.
And it's just, and
His taste change as well. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's
you'll be looking for one thing, but go, wow, this is pretty good, and do this for a while. So
yeah, and a lot of it too, man. I'll watch. Well, it used to be. I haven't done this in a while, but I would watch other YouTube content. It didn't have to be guitar related; it could be something else. And then I would just listen, even if they were just doing an interview with somebody. I would listen to the audio and say, "Man, that sounds really good." And if it was a live stream like this, I like, "Man, that sounds incredible. How are they getting that?" Because the setup I'm using right now, it don't sound nothing like that. And I've always known in the back of my mind, and it's something I didn't want to come true, but it just boils down to, if you want the quality, man, you got to pay for it. That's just what it comes down to.
Right.
If it's just like when I got my drone, I had 3 or 4 other drones before I got my DJI drone, and those drones, yeah, they'd fly, but the video quality was horrible. It was all shaky, and it was, and I had to drop over $500 to get that basic entry-level drone, and it takes great video. When it's in flight, it's perfect. I had to pay for it. I mean, that's just with anything.
life is just a bunch of upgrading, whether it's your car, your house, your guitar,
Yeah.
job, your wife.
I mean, it's yeah. I mean, that's true. I mean, Killer Tones, the Busking was all. Jimmy Z, there he is. Jimmy Z. JMZ. What's up, Jimmy? AJB, speaking on the Freedom RD, he said, it sounds fantastic. Well worth it. Your guitar is more up front in the mix. A great crunch. Thank you, man. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's great to hear.
Yeah, you want people to notice.
If you're noticing that, then hopefully others are noticing that too, and that means that we're in the right direction. We're moving in the right direction. Let's see. Bill Trainer, did you do the work on the Dean yourself? Yes, sir, I did. I did that last night. Yeah, I had edited our Ralph and I's busking video first. I got that done, and while I was doing the work on the Orange Shredder, I was watching our video back. I watched it back because I had it unlisted, so I could still watch it on my channel. I watched it over and over and over while I was doing the work on the Dean. And because I was like, let me see, man, just make sure everything's good before I, make it public, But I watched it over and over. So, let's see here. Bad Luck. He says, I love that Wine Yankee Rose EVH model. No, it's on my live setup. The Y is just a regular $99 crybaby. That's what it is. And now when I play out or something with the busking rig set up, that was the EVHY, yeah. And I like the EVHY really good because it has two little LED lights on it. So when you press the Y and it's engaged, the lights are on. So that lets you know the Y is engaged. And people that use a Y, like, you know what I mean? You think you clicked it off and you didn't go down all the way, didn't click it off, and you go to hit and you're like, whoa, that don't sound right. You have to go click with your foot. But
I noticed you on that when you were busking. I noticed you'd punch it first to click that button to activate it, I guess, and then deactivate it. Is that what you do?
Yeah, when you, on the EVHY, when you press down to click it on, those little lights will come on. Then you can go ahead and rock it back and forth. You know, when you're doing your solo, then you press all the way forward and it clicks it off, and those lights will go off. That means it's deactivated.
I have never messed with a wah pedal. Never.
Never?
No, just I don't know. There's never been a song that I've been trying to learn that required one. I don't know. Same thing with a slide. I have one. Not good at it.
Okay. The bass rocker says, no, he's a guitar player, not a bassist. He goes, that the guitar name was taken.
Oh, cool.
So that's cool, man. Rod, he chimes in. He goes, I love the flame maple, the flame maple neck I have. Yes. Yeah, you talking about on that EVH, Rod? Yeah, the flame maple necks are, from what I understand, are to prevent warping, so the neck doesn't warp. Yeah. So let's see. The bass rocker 500. Have you played a Strymon Deco? No, I have not. Strymon makes great pedals, though. That's high quality stuff, but I have not. No, sir, I've not played it. I have not played it. Oops, man, I had it there and it jumped.
It did.
Let's see. Jimmy Z. Looks like the German Butcher's got some killer hardware back behind him, too. Yes, he does. Yep, look at there. He's got some cool stuff, man.
Yeah. I love it, man.
He's
Great.
got some nice guitars, man.
Yeah.
Each of them are $5,500 a piece. No, I'm just kidding. They're just I'm kidding. They are beautiful, though.
$500 a piece.
Man, shoot, I'm not on that level, man. I can't.
That'd be nice, man, to just,
Yeah, I mean, it would be cool.
stay out with the price. Just go look at what, get what you want, play what you want. Don't worry about the price.
Yeah, I mean, if I was had financial freedom, I guess it would be different.
Man, financial freedom, man, I would have a garage full of cars.
Man, I would have a separate
would be on
building with high level security systems and big metal doors with big things so they couldn't come. No windows so nobody couldn't break in, and just
controlled.
Oh man, yeah, I could go on and on about daydreaming about that. Bad luck says I'm always changing up my live gig tone. It's an addiction for me. It is, man. It's it is. The cheddar shredder, I like that.
Cheddar shredder.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's see here. Let me see if I can get this thing to move. Let's see. All right. Okay, he's talking to somebody else. Yeah, the roasted maple neck is popular. Yeah, and it's really a standard now, which is great, especially on the EVH guitars and a lot of other guitars. It comes as just a standard upgrade, which really that's what it is.
It is an upgrade, definitely.
And it makes a difference. Scott from South Carolina says Ralph likes the pointy headstocks. I'm still a fan of the Ibanez Wizard necks. Those are wonderful necks. They're thin too. I love those Ibanez necks, man.
Yeah, I love Jackson, and in turn, have to love the pointy headstock because that's the way they come. I do. I like them. I like it a lot. It seems more aggressive. It looks more,
Yeah.
looks a little,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I've always liked the Jackson headstocks myself. I always thought they were cool. I think they're really cool. Okay, Bill Trainer makes a comment. It's something I've talked about before. Ralph, you and I both have had this conversation. We'll touch on it here for a minute. Bill Trainer says, I cannot justify paying $5,000 for a guitar. So
In the financial, the real world we're in now, no, I can't. Can't justify that either. That's just one of those dreams. And
I
and
can't.
on some of the guitars, the price, I don't understand how the price, the guitar justifies that price. What is so? I know, some rare rainforest wood or something, man. I don't know. I just can't fathom what makes it so expensive.
Rainforest wood, I like that.
That's something they had to drag out of the rainforest.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I did hear from a comment one time that said the price of the guitar equals the amount of time they put in to build it. So, in other words, the price of the guitar is the same, it equals the quality that they put in. They're creating for that.
They just slap it together. There's your $99.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I agree. That makes sense because it's just like what I said a minute ago. You get what you pay for, and I agree with that. For me personally, I'm gonna put a disclaimer out there because I know people get funny. If you want to spend that kind of money on a guitar, man, I think that's fantastic. But where I'm sitting at currently, no way.
No, right.
You
And we
know,
had a
I just
about, is there any guitar that would, you would pay that much money for? Like something Eddie Van Halen had personally. Would you pay that $5,000 for it? If he even signed it, he played it in a video or something, would that make a difference?
to me, it's still just a guitar at the end of the day.
It is.
It's yeah, you can get quality components and all that, and I think it comes down to personal preference. I mean, that's why they have different price tiers for everybody. Not everybody can afford that. I know I couldn't.
I mean, like if some crazy reason Randy Rhodes's polka dot Jackson Flying V come up for auction, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's an instance I would probably pay a little more for a guitar.
Right. Yeah, I am. Speaking of guitars, here again, this Jimmy Z says, fellas, I just unboxed another Firefly guitar, the FFMN EVH. Okay, I understand where this is going. Dave Orkin sent me a picture. He goes, it's kind of a cross between a Music Man and a Wolfgang. Wolfgang body with the Music Man neck, ocean blue aquaburst. It's killer. Firefly is crushing it. You know what? I got to say, Dave Orkin sent me a picture of that guitar last week, and it looked amazing.
So
and
you ordered one?
No, I just, it looks great. And Firefly is where I got that Bones guitar from. It's the knockoff of the George Lynch.
Yeah, and you weren't really expecting a whole lot from it, but you said it played really good.
It played really good. The only hang up I have is when you're at that lower, they call it a horn, where it sticks out in the curve. That lower horn, when you get up there to play, there's no room. Your hands
Needs a bigger.
it's cramped. Your hands, you can't do a stretch. You can't move. That area where the horn needs to be opened up a little more, and it would be perfect. But other than that, I mean, the guitar actually plays really good, and I was shocked. I was like, dang. So, and that was a Firefly.
Right.
So I can, eventually I probably will get one of those, like Jimmy said, but not right now, but I probably will. But Firefly is really doing a lot lately with these knockoffs of these that looks like the originals. And it's awesome, man. Let's see. Jimmy Z says, yeah, Firefly guitars are amazing. I'm stunned at what you can get for $259. It's silly. Awesome guitars. Yeah, for under $300, you get a killer guitar, and
That's my happy place. 300,
mm-hmm.
That's what I try to shoot for.
And you can do the upgrades if you want, Let's see. GRB Aquatics, hello. Anyone looking for the new budget-friendly guitar? Check out Gretsch Electromatic CVT Corvette Red. Outstanding with Alnico humbuckers. Nice. Nice. Charlie S. What's up, Charlie? How you doing, man? Nice to see you. Really nice to see you. Charlie's been a long-time subscriber. Let's see. He says it's a rock machine with the SG vibe. Very comfortable. That's awesome. Let's see. Charlie S. Woo, this thing just jumped like 2 times. Let me go back. Sorry, I was looking at it. Man, where did it go? Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm sorry. Charlie S. He says that Joe, from what I saw, you did a great job busking. Not easy. Thank you, Charlie. Thanks, man.
Really?
Thank you, sir. That's very nice. Let's see. Yes, it's Leo James. Yeah, people were saying Jams. It's James. Yeah, Jaymz, James. Leo James is another company to watch. Bill Trainer says, yes, that's correct. I have one of those guitars. It's the, it was under $200, and it's got the American flag painted on the front of the body, and it's incredible. There we go. Here, let me present you here. Look there. There we go.
Kind of like it's a headless guitar.
Yeah. How do you like that?
It plays fine, man. I find the fine tuners really hard to turn.
Yeah.
And they're so close together that, one finger, the fingers, you're trying so hard to turn it, it affects the one beside it. So it's like this battle. It's strange.
That's how it was. That's how it was on the that little Steinberger Spirit I had the white one I had that I told you I gave to my son.
Yeah.
It was just like that. Every time you try to tune it, it would tune. The other ones would get messed up. It was so cramped. But they were hard to turn. But once I got it tuned, it stayed like that for a long time.
Right.
And it kept its tuning for a long time. So let's see here. This thing just jumped big time. All right, we got Chris Cobb. Hey, Chris. He says, Joe, did you see PRS mark down their SCCE and is that S2s 15 to 20% off till the end of the year? No better time to buy another one. I did. I saw that, as a matter of fact, on Phil McKnight's channel. I saw he did a video about that. I thought that was great. So, yeah. That is cool that they have that price down until the end of the year. That's great. Jimmy Z on the Firefly, if you changed the Floyd fake trim out, which is not too bad, but if you did change that out to a Goto or whatever, you'd easily have a guitar that would rival most $1,000 guitars. That's exactly what I was wondering, and I know you could. Yep, there you go, Jimmy. Thank you for that. He's going to keep talking, and I'm going to order one of them things.
Joe will gut it. He'll gut it like a fish.
Oh, man. JP still. Ralph, we got to get ready. The Busking tour starts in 3 weeks. Get your tickets now. Oh, man.
Alrighty then.
Oh, Lord. Let's see. Hey, Chick Mac. What's up, Chick Mac? What's going on, man? TRB Aquatics. So the Busking is available as a live stream? Sorry, I missed it. No, it's not a live stream. It was a pre-recorded. It's on the channel, my friend. You can should be right behind this one. Just go to the channel and you'll see where it says Busking for the first time.
Yeah.
You'll see that.
It was posted yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, we actually I posted it at 2:00 this afternoon, yeah. Let's see. Chick Mac says that I think Schecter is the best deal out there. Oh, okay. Let's see. Bad luck. I traded my DK2 Jackson Dinky for my SC Custom 24. I'm sorry, Ralph. I don't regret it. Oh, he traded his Jackson. He don't want you to be mad because he traded his Jackson.
They're reliable, man. I know what I get. That's why I stick with Jackson. You know?
Yeah, Jacksons are
Yes, too.
Jacksons are phenomenal guitars, man. I still have a few of them. Bloody Soup 74. Hey, man. He goes, question on that Holly Benton cab. Can you compare it? Can you compare it to other cabs you have? Yeah, it has vintage Celestians in it, man. So that's, to me, it's on the level as my Marshall cabinet and this old PV cabinet. I mean, it's on that same level. Celestian vintage speakers are just, I think that's what's in the PV cab is Celestians, I think, when I bought it. What was that, 2001? And so there you go. I mean, for the money, even these Harley Benton straight up 212 cabs, I think they go for like $279 brand new, I think. And somebody in the chat did say that they now have a USA warehouse. So you get on, just Google that. I'm sure you could figure that out what to do, but it'd save you a ton of money on shipping. But yeah, to me, they're great. They're fantastic. So they're on the same level as the Marshall cabinet and the PV.
That's a big endorsement.
I mean, look, man, the stuff I have, I paid for it. And if it's not worth anything, I'm going to tell you, don't waste your money. You know, but yeah, that Harley Benton 212, yes, sir. If you have the money, get one. If you want, I think it's fantastic. Harley Benton has come a long way over the past.
Man. I was able to manage it, it doesn't have to have two people to carry it.
Yeah, well, I did put wheels on the bottom. I did go and buy those little wheels, and I put on the caster wheels. Yeah, I put those on the bottom. I took those rubber feet or whatever. I took those off and put the caster wheels on it so I could just roll it. And man, that was the best investment you could do. And it sounds amazing. So you could get a Harley Benton 212 cab and put your little lunchbox head on it, and it has vintage Celestian speakers. Man, you can't beat what you're getting for the price. Go ahead and get on Google vintage Celestians, just the speakers themselves. 2 12-inch Celestian, and see how much you're going to pay just for the speakers.
Right.
It's going to be the same price as if you didn't, for this brand new. It's going to be the same thing. So it's a great deal. It's a fantastic deal. Let's see. Let me see if I can fix this. Jimmy Z, Joe, the tone you were getting on that busking rig was killer. Man, that sounded so good. I got to get one of those Harley Benton. See, there you go. And Ralph, you were there. So if you heard it in person, it sounds even better than from a GoPro camera microphone. It
turned out good from that GoPro microphone. I thought
it did.
I could hear you. I could hear the backing track.
Yeah.
Levels were good, I thought.
Yeah, it's for using a GoPro setup. Yeah, it was good. JP Stella, Joe and Ralph, great chat and busking video. He's taken off. All right, man. Thank you for being here so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, man, for spending some time here. That's awesome. Let's see. Moving right along. Chick Mac. Yeah, I saw a very nice Harley Benton guitar the other day. It was a great deal as well. I'm telling you, man, if y'all are familiar with Guitar Max's YouTube channel, he's got his artist model out. It's a beautiful purple quilt. I got that, and guess where it's from? It's Harley Benton. It was $500, and that guitar plays fantastic.
Did you have to switch anything out?
Nope. Didn't have to do anything because it already come with and it's a quilt. Oh, they call it a purple quilt, and it has gold hardware. And the Floyd it's an upgraded Floyd Rose 1000. The studs or post are 1000. I mean, I didn't have to do nothing. I did change the strings because it came with 10s, and I don't play 10s.
Why do you think that is? They always come with 10s. They think
Because a lot of people tune down when they play. They'll tune down to like a whole step or something, and then the strings aren't so. They're easier to handle when they're tuned down a step. Not as much tension. But I always play. My stuff is always 440 because I'm playing classic rock and 80s rock and hair metal and all that stuff. So
standard tuning,
440, yes. So now I do have a pedal that is great if you want to tune down. Let me just present myself for just 1 second.
Yeah, I would use that, Joe.
This right here is called the Digitech drop pedal. And now these pedals aren't cheap. They'll run you it's over $200 easy. But if you want to go down a half a step, a whole step, or whatever, this pedal does it. And there's nothing you got to download. There's no drivers. There's no software. You just hook it up. Now, you do have to plug it up to a 9-volt power supply. It doesn't run off batteries. But this right here, that's how I was able to play those Motley Crue songs because they're always a step down. And so I use that, and there's no latency issues or nothing. It's worth every penny. Yeah. Worth every penny right there. So yeah, that was a fantastic investment right there.
I used to not care about the drop D, man, but there's so many more songs and stuff coming out that drop D is a big thing, man. And there's some of it I like, man, and I would use that pedal. I think I would get some use out of that.
Well, if you play in drop D, all you're tuning down is the low E string down to D, and everything else is standard. But yeah, you can still. I mean, when you and I get together and jam, and if I bring that pedal, I can put something a whole step down, and it makes things. It's different. Mm-hmm. Oh, you just got a one from Firefly. They're hard to get, Rod says. Yeah. That's cool, man. Yeah, Harley Benton has come a long way, man. I remember when they first came out years ago, their stuff was not it was okay, and they were getting bad reviews, and they just, like at Etch-a-Sketch, they just said, let's start over, and then they started really coming out with some really great products.
I never heard of them, Joe, honestly, until we started doing the music store reviews, and that's when I saw so many different amplifiers, different names I never heard of, different styles. Remember the ones covered in what was it? Alligator skin or something? The red man. And
yeah.
And stuff. But anyway, that's the first time I heard of Harley Benton.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot of these music store things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's been plenty of times, even when we went and did some guitar shop reviews, and I've seen a guitar like, what is that? I haven't seen that before, or even a piece of gear. So that's why I love when we do these things, man, because they're, you learn something. If you just have an open mind. Let's see here. Chat is popping. Thank y'all, everybody. Steven says, I'm a metal guy. I started messing around with alternate tunings, and they're very fun. Oops, it moved. Let me see here. Sorry. Even if you're not a metal person, yes. I remember I tried messing around with alternate tunings years ago with an acoustic, and I actually was able to write a song, an instrumental, and I liked it a lot.
Yeah, the different tunings, it makes you try different things because you're getting a different sound from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it is cool.
Trying something new.
That's right. Rico B, he says, Joe, I took your advice last week. I bought the drop pedal and reverb, used $171 delivered with original box papers so far. I love it. Thanks, he says. Rico, that's awesome.
Get a commission up there.
See there? A satisfied customer. That's awesome. Or a satisfied subscriber. Not a customer. I didn't sell them nothing, but that's what I'm saying. That this pedal, is awesome. I couldn't find one at that great of a price. I had to buy mine new, but if you can find one used, man, snatch it up.
Yeah. Joe's pedal collection is spectacular.
Oh Lord.
I was over there yesterday. He can show you with the camera, but when you're standing there amongst it, it's like one of the seven wonders of the world. Is what it is.
God,
It is, man.
oh my goodness.
We could do a music store review on your room.
Oh Lord. No. Chris Kyle says, I play a lot of 90s alternate rock. The drop pedal was a game changer for that stuff, especially in a live situation.
Yeah, it's quick, yeah.
Yes, it's just a click of a foot switch, man, and you're there. Yeah. They yes, they are very versatile, yes. Very, very versatile. Ralph, how much further are you wanting to go? I know you like to it's up to you.
We're at, what, 2 hours, dude? It's past 2 hours.
2 hours and almost 15 minutes. So you let me know.
Yeah, let's wrap it up, man.
Okay, you ready? All right. Okay, we'll answer a couple more questions and we'll get out of here.
I don't want to make it too long and people gonna get bored. And
Well, when are we going to do the 6-hour marathon? When are we doing that? He's like, dude, what are you
after
talking
the check clears.
about? After the check clears, there you go. Oh, I'm playing, man. Let's see. Okay. Bad Luck says, what's the worst guitar that you have ever bought, Joe? Oh, Lord.
Oh, that's right. That's a question.
There's been a couple. I'd say the first one that pops into my head was a Keith Urban model. I know they're in the news a lot. Him and Nicole are getting a divorce, but when he was on HSN or whatever those things are, the first run he came out with was a Les Paul style, and it was really good. And then he came out with a second. It was totally different. It was supposed to be like a mixture of a Les Paul and a Telecaster, and it was horrible. And it was so horrible.
Didn't that come with some kind of a book?
It came with a cheap little amp. I didn't even take. I mean, the box was like this big for the amp. I mean, it was. And I didn't even. I got the guitar and I tuned it up. I tried to set it up. I said, "What am I doing?" It just felt cheap. It was horrible. Yeah, on the level of the Glaries. Yeah, it was.
Glary.
It was horrible. Jimmy Z says y'all need to do a 6-hour marathon the 5th Tuesday of every month. Hey, there you go. A New Year's Eve show would be great. I have to work. That's the bad thing.
Just when Joe makes bank.
Yeah, because Christmas is on what this year? It's on like a Tuesday or something.
Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, so that means New Year's Day would be on a Tuesday and New Year's Eve would be on a Monday. So I'll be at work. So unless they tell me that I'm not working, but I won't know that until the day before. So I would love to do a New Year's Eve show and ring in the new year. That'd be great. I would love to do that. I don't know if anybody else would love that, but I would. Ralph, would you be up for that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. All right. I guess that's going to be it for us, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. Man, we hung strong. We're the people in the chat, and thank you to
the chat.
Thank you.
Show
Yes, thank you to the chat, man, and thank you so much to the channel members. Thank you so much to y'all. Thank you for everybody that has watched the busking video that Ralph and I did. We had a lot of fun doing that, and thank you to the new subscribers. And last but not least, a big thank you to Phil McKnight for shouting out this channel and giving it a push. That was really, really nice, man. Thank you, Phil, for that. I say Phil like I know the guy. Thank you, Phil McKnight, for taking the time to push this channel, man. That means more than you may realize. And we all have to start somewhere. So thank you so much for that. And thank you for the super chats. Thank you for that as well. And if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't have a show. So if you don't have an audience, you don't have a show.
Right. Then we're just talking to each other.
We're just sitting here, yeah. So we'll turn it over for Ralph. For any final thoughts, Ralph, anything?
We're working on getting a music store lined up. Not making any promises, but we are trying. And we'll have a show Saturday regardless. So
yes.
Yes,
we will.
One way or another, right?
We sure will, man. We sure will. All right, with that, y'all, I'm Joe. That's Ralph, the German Butcher. Check him out on YouTube. And I guess we'll see y'all next time around. I might do a live drive or two this coming week. I don't know. Depends on how everything lines up. But thank y'all for everything. Thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting the channel. Just being here is support. It really is. Thank you so much, y'all. We'll see you later. Take care.